Welcome to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard for another episode of Shark Bites. Coach, this past Saturday we faced our former rivals, the Massachusetts Pirates, for the second time this season, and the Pirates walked away with the win 44-30 in the Shark Tank. Now, this game was filled with a lot of talk on both sides. Especially with something that we have to address.
What's that?
The fact that Massachusetts did not come out for the national anthem. Now that really upset our fans.
Yeah, you don't do that in a military town like Jacksonville,
No.
but not sure the reasoning behind that. Yeah, I'm speechless.
Yeah. So that was the first thing that kind of set the tone for that game. The fans were...
Well, let me say this. What a crowd. We were standing there in pregame, and I looked up both end zones. I mean, that was a lot of people there.
79,000, I believe.
79,000?
Oh, sorry, 7,900. 7,900 fans.
That was a lot of people. It was loud.
Shark Nation won the fan base champion again.
And
4
then,
weeks now they've won
and then
it.
the booing when they didn't come out for the national anthem was great, man. You talk about
I
pumped
know.
up. So
I know.
it was really good.
Now, this game, we saw some new faces. You know, our team has been littered with injuries. When that injury report went up online, people didn't even know what to say. I mean, just 4 starters gone, season-ending injuries that happened all last week. You know, it was just, last week was not a good week. Going into this game, trying to fill in those gaps. How did you fill in those gaps with guys like Jabari Gorman gone and Brian Nolan Jr. and Boom Williams?
We started some new guys. We had Joshua Mack at running back out of Liberty. I thought he did a good job. Jaron Wilson at linebacker. I mean, it was just Ahmad Ross at DB. Harrison Poole came back.
Yes.
There was just a lot of turnover. Kevin DiDio Weber, which we'll talk about, I'm sure.
Oh, heck yeah.
But, I mean, the devil's really trying us. He's trying me,
everybody.
Our faith, and it stinks right now. But, as we'll see later, I think we've picked up a pretty good solution for the rest of the season and going forward. And I think the whole franchise and organization just took a step in the right direction. And it's frustrating for me. I mean, for me to sit here and go through this season and the things we're going through week after week, and every time you think you take a step forward, you take 2 back.
Yeah.
But it's a learning experience. That's all I can say. But hey, give Mass credit. I thought they had the number 1 defense in the league. So 2 weeks in a row, we faced the number 1 defense and number 2 defense. And Jimmy Robinson is good. And you got to give people credit when they're a really good player. And he's a really good player. And he dominated the game. I mean, you take Jimmy out, they don't win. So that's the way I saw it. We had a great game plan. And for what we had, left on the field, I thought our defense played really good. Really, really good. So I'm happy for that. But there's still a lot of mistakes we got to clean up, and we'll see.
And last week, Uric Jones comes back on the field, and he's such a big defensive presence. What did his presence do in this game for that defense?
Just his experience and his want to. But I just thought the guys did a good week in practice preparing for Mass. But sometimes when you have a good player, you have a good player. And Jimmy Robinson in the running back game and what Mass did was really good. But again, at the end, we had a chance. I think we cut it 37-44. Horrible penalty by the officials.
Yeah, that's another thing that people have just been blowing up online about is the officiating here in Jacksonville.
I mean, you would think that we play at home. It never costs us the game, so I'm not that sissy coach that complains about officiating.
But
No, I mean, it is what it is. But, certain situations can dictate or domino an entire game. Like 2 weeks ago in Green Bay, it's 4th and 5. Guy lines up clearly in the offsides, but I got to waste a challenge on a play that should have been called easily.
That you shouldn't have been a challenge.
I shouldn't have had the challenge.
Yeah.
And then it just domino affects the rest of the game. And so, fact of the matter is we still struggled scoring. We've struggled scoring in the red zone all year for some reason. We make mistakes. Of course, we threw an interception. We dropped the one. We had an interception called back on pass interference. It was a lot of, you look at the different, when you add it all up, it's not good.
Yeah. It's like we can't catch a break this season, but, you know, we've not had much luck at kicker this year, or last year at that matter. But then steps in Kevin Didio-Weber, and he just comes in and has a killer game. 2 deuces. Nobody's made a deuce in the Shark Tank. He comes in, makes 2, and 2 field goals. I mean, what does it do for this team now that we have a reliable kicker and you can make those field goals?
That is huge. He kept us literally in the game. At one point, I think we were down by 16 points. And I said, Kevin, you know, you have a chance to make a deuce and a field goal, whatever. You could cut this to a 1-possession game. And he did it. And he could have had 3 more deuces. So he's going to account for a touchdown a game extra. That is huge. So in my book, every game from here on out, we're already up 6-0.
Because of Kevin.
Because of Kevin. And that is a weapon that is just invaluable. So now, with some other weapons that we had that you'll talk to tonight, hopefully that's another 3 touchdown difference. And now, all these games we're talking about, we're on the other side.
Yeah, now only have 4 weeks left in this season, Coach. So, you know, playoffs, they're not off the table yet. You know, anything can happen. I mean, we still have a chance to make it. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, if we don't make it, this is the time to start rebuilding, getting ready for next year. Have we started any of those rebuilding factors?
A little bit. I've got some young guys we're going to look at, you know, going forward, especially for the last 4 games. And I think we have to be a lot more selective and in particular on exactly what we're looking for. Now that I've been in it and see it, and I'm sorry, and any coach will tell you this, you can watch as much film as you want, but until you experience it and you're in it with these rules and how these things dictate, you just don't know. You don't know. I know now.
Yeah.
So, you know, going into next year, as we talk about next year, get going, and there is no excuses. I expect us to be a dominant team. I expect us to be in first place, and I expect us to be in the championship. Anything less than that is a failure, and I've said it here, and it's okay to hold me to it.
Now, we do have a major announcement to make tonight, Coach, and I think you're the perfect person to make this announcement. So what would you like to tell Shark Nation?
I switched to Geico.
You switched to Geico?
No. You know, we had to get a franchise quarterback. We had to get somebody that we can turn the keys over to, that has a proven track record, that knows this game, that is looking for the long haul. When you think of Jacksonville Sharks, I'm sorry, you think of Tommy Grady.
Of course.
You think of Aaron Garcia. You think of those big-name players, those big-name quarterbacks that dominated the league, and I feel like we found one. And so, you know, obviously, tonight we had a chance to talk with Kaleb Barker out of Troy University. He won the IFL championship 2 years ago with Naz. He's a big-time player with a big-time arm, and he understands this game, and he has the leadership ability about him. He'll tell you a little bit more about his family. He's a good Christian guy, which is good for us, for our organization. I feel it's important. And he, you know, he's a good player. He's beyond a good player. And so it'll be exciting to see what happens. So he wanted to come down the last 4 games and go ahead and get our feet wet, get things going so we know what to expect from each other. We can start that working relationship. And going into next year, we're rolling right out of the gate. And people know, hey, okay, we're not playing around anymore. So...
Well, when we come back, we'll be joined by our new franchise quarterback, Kaleb Barker.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Isn't it a little early for Christmas?
Not for the Jacksonville Sharks. We celebrate Christmas in July on Saturday, July 13th against the Green Bay Blizzards.
So let me get this straight. The Sharks are playing the Blizzards in July. Does that mean Jacksonville will finally have a white Christmas? I've been dreaming of this moment my whole life.
Well, Cheyenne, keep dreaming. But you can celebrate Christmas this summer with the Sharks. Give our ticket team a call, 904-621-0700, or visit jacksharks.com.
Fins up.
Let's go! Saturday night is Sharks football night. Affordable family fun for everyone. Great tickets are on sale now.
Let's go!
Check out our exciting theme nights in our new family pack. 4 tickets, 4 $10 vouchers, plus a $25 Al's Pizza gift card, all for just $100.
Let's go!
Call 904-621-0700 or go to jacksharks.com. Don't miss out on the fun. Get your tickets today.
Welcome back to Shark Bites. I am joined by our new franchise quarterback, Kaleb Barker. Welcome to Jacksonville.
Thank you, thank you.
How do you feel right now?
A little overwhelmed.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a big city, so I've never been here before.
Really? What drew you to Jacksonville?
Close to the beach, to be honest.
Yeah?
The weather, close to the beach, and Coach Gibson. And then I had a really good relationship with Uric Jones. We got really close when we played 2 years ago in NAS, so really kind of a combination of all those things.
Now, 2 years ago with Uric in Northern Arizona, you guys won the IFL championship.
Yep.
So you know what it takes to win that IFL championship.
Right.
What do you hope to bring to the Sharks to help us get to that level?
Excitement. I understand for the fan base it can be disappointing to be where we are right now, but I went to NAS after a really hard first season in the IFL, and we turned it around and won the championship. So I think just excitement, and hopefully we can finish the season strong, and just build more excitement and have a great team.
Now, how long have you been here in Jacksonville? Did you just get here?
Wow. I don't even know what day it is. So.
Today is Tuesday.
Yes, yesterday.
You got in yesterday.
Yeah.
So you practiced with the guys today?
I did.
It's first time meeting them all?
Yeah.
And then you were playing on Saturday.
Yeah.
So a very quick turnaround to learn our playbook, to learn your receivers, to learn this team. How do you prepare for that in 5 days?
A lot of loss of sleep.
Right?
But luckily in this game, it's all pretty much the same. So it's just learning a new verbiage of coaches' plays. But like I said, the motions, the formations are all pretty much the same. So that makes it easier. But as far as the timing and everything goes, that'll be a work in progress. And I would say, once we start the game and get flowing in the game, we'll be all right.
Now, most people would look at this and say, why would you want to come in with only 4 games left in this season, given how this season has been going? What would you tell them?
Kind of a combination of what I said earlier. The location, I took some time off. My son was born the beginning of last season.
Congratulations.
And I have a daughter too, but
congratulations.
Thank you. But so I'm just looking to kind of get into back into what I love, and there was times where I thought I was done, and I had a steady job, worked for my dad back home, so just maybe a fresh start, bringing the family back out here, and basically for me coming the last 4 games is to get a feel for the city. If we want to bring our family out, and
for
that's basically
year.
it.
Yeah, I totally get that. Now, let's get to learn a little bit more about you and who you are.
Right.
So you went to Troy University.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
Decatur, Alabama.
Decatur, Alabama. Where is that?
About 45 minutes from the Tennessee state line.
Okay.
Straight up 65.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you grew up there?
Yeah.
Lived there? Up until
Have
college?
I lived there? Yeah. I was born and raised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now out to Arizona, and then now here to Florida.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but the Shark fan base is absolutely
That's what I've heard.
insane.
That's
So
what I've
all
heard.
these people behind us are part of what is known as the Shark Super Fan Club.
Okay.
So they come to everything. They are the most loyal, loving group of people that you will ever meet in your entire life.
Right.
So they literally will adopt a player. So
Right.
one of these wonderful people is going to adopt you and your family and make you one of their own.
Yeah,
So
right.
that you will go out to dinner with them, they will get you gifts, they will treat you like an absolute king. And that's what they do
Right.
for every single player.
That's awesome.
And that is just something that makes the Jacksonville Sharks, what we are. But in a couple weeks, you'll get to experience a game inside the Shark Tank.
Right.
And I've been told that it's absolutely indescribable.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to about playing in front of a Jacksonville home crowd?
To play in front of that many people and to be on the same side as them. So when we played the Western Conference Championship, we played in Phoenix at the Footprint Center. And I thought I was going to lose my voice at halftime.
Really?
And, yeah, there was like at least 12,000 fans there.
And you're just trying to call plays.
Oh, yeah. And you're right on top of one another.
And they can't hear you.
Yeah, no.
It's like, wait, what did you say?
Oh, yeah. It was bad. But I'm looking forward to that and just seeing the environment, you know. I mean, it speaks. You really didn't have to even bring this up because I've watched games and I see how many people are in the stands, you know, despite having a rough year. So that speaks volumes to, you know, how much they love football. And the cool thing, I thought about this earlier, you know, you got the Jaguars, obviously.
Of course.
So you can watch football year round.
Yep.
You know, so, I mean, Jacksonville's been a winning city for the indoor game. So that also is exciting, but I'm just looking forward to not playing in front of that many people on the other side.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it is much better for them to be cheering for you. And thankfully, when you're calling the plays at home, they're quiet.
Yeah.
So, you know, but when it's the other way around and we're on defense, they're so loud. So
Right.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We are so excited that you're here, and we can't wait to see what you bring to this organization.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me.
Are you looking for a place to host your next corporate outing, date night, family fun night? Sharks have you covered. Sharks Reef Field Suites are the most exciting place to watch a sporting event here in Jacksonville. You can't get any closer to the action. Each Reef Suite includes food and holds up to 8 people. Create memories you'll never forget. Give me a call, 904-621-0700, extension 702, or email me, dave@jacksharks.com, to secure your Reef Suite. I promise you, these will sell out, so don't delay. Purchase your Reef Suite today. Host a birthday party at a Sharks game. Make it a night you and your guests will never forget. Party tickets include a Sharks game ticket, a designated party spot, and a Sharks souvenir. Food, drinks, chips, cupcakes, and Shark Walk access to see the players before the game. The icing on the cupcake? Get your birthday girl or boy's name right here on the Jumbotron for everyone to see. Visit jacksharks.com and fill out your request form, or just give me a call at 904-621-0700, extension 702. Or you can even email me at dave@jacksharks.com. Let's plan this birthday party together.
All right, Coach, back on the road this week to the middle of nowhere, South Dakota, in Sioux Falls. Now, this is where the league is based in South Dakota. So it should be interesting to see what the heck is out there.
I've been there.
You have been?
I have been there.
To Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls. Sioux.
Sioux Falls. I call it Sioux.
Yeah, don't do that. So, no, it's Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls.
It's a cool little town on the river. It's when I went there, it was snowing and cold as could be. But their arena's got a great arena.
Yeah.
Great arena, great fan base. It's an iconic franchise in the country. I think they've won 9 IFL championships.
Wow.
Yeah, one year, I want to say they won it 7 years in a row.
7 years in a row. Now that's
so
more than
it's
a
one
dynasty.
of the premier. They're just they're having a bad season.
Yes.
So, but it's a very
Anything
iconic
can happen
franchise.
in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, we faced them earlier in this season, but again, that team that faced them is not the team that's facing them again.
No.
So, I mean, anything can happen. It should be very interesting.
It's been a good game. Everybody's gotten better this year. I'm looking forward to playing them up there. We need to take one away. We need to get the next 2 games on the road. We need to take and come back home and finish this thing 2 home games.
Now, it is interesting. I think we have to bring this up of just the difference between the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference. Now, on the Western side of the conference, 2 teams have already been eliminated from playoff contentions because that side is just so strong over there with teams like Bay Area and the Nighthawks and, the Panthers. And
they've got a lot of strong quarterback play on that side of the conference. And I think that kind of factors into where you're at. And you look at some of the teams, even Tucson, who's got a good coach out there. I mean, they've had a rotating door quarterback all year long, and It's just it's one of those few sports that you better have a really, really good one, or you could struggle.
And I mean, and then on our side, on the eastern side, nobody's been eliminated, but 2 teams have clinched already.
Right.
In Frisco and the Blizzards. So, I mean, here we are sitting where we're at, and we're still not out of playoff contention.
Are you sure that's right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
I had no idea. I thought we were out.
We have not been eliminated as of yet.
Well, that's just
because
I just want to get a touchdown on the first drive. Everything else after that, I'll figure it out after that.
No, and I know that's right because they just posted the rankings today, and there was no E next to our name. So I said, that's great.
All right, it's good news.
So, I mean, it's still a battle here at the end. I don't remember who we're battling against. Is it Sioux Falls? I don't know. Somebody else down there.
I really don't look at records. I don't. I look at the team we're playing, what we got to do. I don't study standings. I don't do all that. Maybe I should, but I try to.
Well, you know what they say. It's not about where you start. It's about where you finish. So records don't really matter.
Well, hopefully Kaleb will pull us through and see what happens.
I know. That'll be very exciting. All right. It's a part of the show. Every single week we do a giveaway. This week, in honor of it being so hot outside. I mean, it's a sauna. It's
we'll be giving away.
Crazy. We are giving away a Sharks beach bag. It's very cute.
That is so cool. Okay.
Look at how cute this is. A little beach
fabulous.
bag. It's so cute. So one lucky person is walking away tonight with a very, very useful beach bag.
And our lucky, our
winner.
trusty beach guy, Faye Amos. The winner is Rosalina Cabrera. You know that?
That's a name right there.
Rosalina Cabrera está aquí.
He knows exactly where she is.
All right. Rosalina. Ganaste. You won.
I speak the word Spanish.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, Rosalina? Rosalinda. It's good. Here we go. Look.
Congratulations.
Got yourself a little beach bag from the Jacksonville Sharks.
Thank you.
Good deal. Okay. You been to a game before?
No.
Hopefully we got to fix that. We got 2 left into the season, so we'll figure it out and he'll get with you. But anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Smile. Now turn around. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, cool.
We love it. I think we make a new Shark fan every week here at Island Wing.
I love this place.
It's awesome. So we only have, we'll only have 3 more of these
3
left.
more episodes left.
3 more episodes of Shark Bites left for this season. So if you haven't joined us on a Tuesday night yet, what are you doing? You're missing out on your opportunity to hang out with me, Coach Gibson,
We'll
and
pack it out the last one.
players.
We'll get all the players here. Season finale, we'll rock and roll.
Oh, that would be so
great.
exciting. We can't wait. All right, that's it for this week's episode. Let's go.